family, Happy New Year. Welcome back for another video. Hey family, guess what? I am going to do a challenge for 2023. And that challenge is going to kind of spin off of a video that I did last year, 2022, for Vlogmas. In that video, talked about New Year's resolutions. And in there, what I said was that one of your something that may be on your New Year's resolution on your list is buying a new home. And then also we can add also wanting to sell your home. And I was saying that a lot of times New Year's resolutions aren't completed. And I was saying, let's let 2023 be the year where we accomplish our resolutions. So with that being said, I decided to have a video series once a week where I updated you on accomplishing some of my New Year's resolutions to help motivate you to possibly accomplish yours. And hopefully one of those is, buying or selling a home, which I can help. So today's video is going to be me sharing what my New Year's resolutions are and kind of letting you know some of my plans to accomplish those. And like I said, I will upload a video once a week giving you kind of a rundown of how my week went with accomplishing these goals. So let's start off with that. So the first I'm going to take with spiritually, okay? So spiritually, the goal that I want to accomplish is to have it where I study my word daily, the word of God daily. So I'm planning like I did before. I have done in the past where I, at a certain time of the day, for about half an hour to an hour, I study the Word of God, which is the Bible. So, and I know in doing that, of course, I build my relationship with God. And then most of all, I can be more clear-minded, and more focused on doing His will rather than my will. And that helps in all areas of my life. So I'm going to update you on that as well. And then also physically is I want to, and I think that's always a common New Year's resolution. And I have always had that on my list. And I've always, there's some years where I have succeeded with that, but overall, no. So, but this year I want to focus on a lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. And what that entails is losing some weight by physical activity. So whatever form that takes, but just being conscious and aware each and every day that, to get up and do something physical and try to be consistent with that. And then also eat right. Take out certain foods that aren't, that doesn't serve my body well, and foods that I feel that I seem to pick up a consistent habit of kind of binging with those foods. For me, it's like chips and candy and like gummies and stuff. So, really cutting down on those things, maybe just taking them out, because I find that even if I incorporate them a little bit, over time, it starts to build back up to where I'm doing it daily and I'm doing it in excess. So I want to make sure that I kind of slowly eliminate those. And then I notice once I eliminate those, I don't even feel for it anymore. Not unless I put them back in my mouth. So that's something I'm going to do. And I'll also keep you updated weekly on how that goes. And then also emotionally, and I find that, and I found that just recently, I've kind of always wanted to know what the answer would be to being confident in your work and, what you do and what you say and things like that. And I tell you, I just learned kind of recently that that is found in how much work and time that you put into your craft, like your work that you do, um, you know, your spiritual life, your physical life, every area of your life. How much time and devotion do you put into knowing that and being the best you can be at that? And I notice with that, when you put that time and that effort and that um, into whatever you want to accomplish, then that confidence builds up more. So, and then with that confidence building up more, I find there's less stress and worry, um, less additional stress and worry in those areas. So emotionally, what my goal is to study and practice my work, which is real estate. So to daily, I'm studying some type of real estate, getting more knowledgeable in that. Just, I'm really zoning in on my work and, making sure that I'm, really knowledgeable in that. And that way that will emotionally serve me better. And then also with family. Also, I find that what I'm doing now is more of a schedule that I can pick. And so I want to make sure that I carve out the time with my family. Make sure I put some good quality time and kind of have it daily where there's a consistent time and schedule. So therefore my son, for example, he knows that, hey, he has mommy time during this set of time. And that also, when you carve that time and really devote yourself, no phone, no interruptions on your loved one, and forever long that you carve out that time, you notice throughout the rest of the day that they're good. You gave them their time, they got their, feel, and that also, feeds your soul and their soul. So that's something that I also want to make sure that I do. So like I said, I'm going to update you weekly through video on my progress towards reaching these goals, and also my highs and my lows when I fail and things like that. So or when I struggle with certain things. And I also want to challenge you as well, for those who are watching. I hope everyone subscribes to this so they'll be notified of when these videos come up, and also that it's a motivation to you to also accomplish some of your New Year's resolutions, because I know that that there's a lot of emotions and hurdles that go along with accomplishing your goals. Also sacrificing self, meaning where, my physical, my spiritual, my emotional, those are things that I have to sacrifice self with in order to accomplish those goals. And I know that there's a lot of emotion that goes into that. There's a lot of, tug and pull that goes with that. And that a lot of times it's easier just to give up and resort back to your comfort level. So I am going to challenge myself to not do that this year. Make 2023 a year of success and working on me and making me the best that I can be. So therefore I can better serve my family, better serve myself, better serve, others. So that's what I'm trying to do for 2023. And I just want to, like I said, these videos to be an encouragement to you, so therefore you can accomplish some of your goals. And then also too, in addition to these once a week videos, I'll also still be doing another additional video through the week, maybe once or one other, or maybe two other videos, definitely one other. So definitely 2 videos a week, but maybe 3. Where I'll still be out in the community. I'll still be doing real estate stuff. I'm still kind of thinking on what I'm going to do with that, that I'll upload and get for you as well. And then also too, I just want to work on my finances, being able to, I've already learned to budget, but I want to be able to be better at that. So I want to be able to have the Lord stretch that out. And then also work on eventually my goal is to be able to be where I can be at a place where I can travel Now that I have the time, I want to do some of the things that interest me, that I'm passionate about, and travel is one. So I want to be able to do some traveling for that. And I want to also be able to really do some more outreach within my community and things like that, where I can take you along. So one of those videos will be during the week, taking you along with that. So yes, so that's that. And I just want to also reflect on how my 2022 went. My 2022 was definitely a transitional year. Like I had, if you had seen my intro video, what even brought me into real estate was during the pandemic, and some mandates that were required at my job that I, didn't do, which caused me to lose my job in December of 2021. So, where I had been for years, 16 years, and I thought I was pretty much going to retire there. So, and I was in that kind of mind frame of, which I grew up in, kind of my parents were like that too. And I grew up that way which I don't think it's a bad thing. And I didn't think it was a bad thing. And I still don't think it's a bad thing, but it was that mentality where you work a job for years, decades, 20, 30, 40 years, and you retire, then you get a good pension, retirement. And, and you just kind of build up from there. And you just go to work, come home, do the routine of life and stuff like that. Kind of a comfortable life in that regard. And that's the kind of path I was taking. That's the path I was on, and that's the path I thought I would be on. But the only thing with that path is that I noticed I didn't challenge myself, and that path didn't allow me to break from the routine as much, because I was tired. I used my time off just to kind of like relax. And I just didn't have enough time to explore those things that I was really passionate about. So, God kind of gave me a way out, because I've always prayed about kind of having that life where I can do things that I'm more passionate about. But at the same time, fear kept me from doing that. And the main fear was finances. I now had, I had a home that I owned. I have a child. I'm a single mom and things like that. So I had a lot of requirements on me that I felt that I could not, that I was stuck, and I just felt stuck. And at times that made me sad and depressed about that, because I was like, oh my goodness, is this my life? Is this it? And of course I could have advanced and made more, but the more that you advance, the more time that it requires of you. So I was already didn't have enough time to accomplish the things I wanted to accomplish. So progressing up, I definitely wouldn't have enough time, and I would have more responsibilities and more things that would leave me feeling more and more stuck. So I just thought that this is my life, I'm, but I got the house, I got the money to, to kind of do what I want. But at the same time, I just didn't have the energy, and, I had to have certain time off, or, I just didn't have, I had the money, but I still didn't have the energy or the time to do what I wanted to do. And I still felt like there was a ending to that. Like I had to make sure I came back within that week's vacation, or, that weekend that I was off, and things like that. And so, with my son, he was mostly in daycare all day, like school all day, and then daycare all day. And we didn't see each other till the evening. We just came together to eat and, sleep and get back up and do it all over again. So so like I said, so I felt that the Lord heard my cry and gave me the opportunity to get out. But at the same time, it's hard, you know what I mean? Because I'm not used to what I'm doing now. I'm not used to selling. I'm used to, going to work, performing my job, getting a paycheck. I'm not used to, depending on what I do and how I do it in order to get a check, so that sales type. I've never done anything sales. And for one, I'm also, I'm used to my profession was casework, so I'm used to working with people, but I was used to not working with people on, not begging for things. Felt like I had to beg for things almost, and that's what I sell sometimes with sales. You have to beg for things, but then I realized that's not, that I have to change that mentality. So I feel that that I was given this time, and so on 2022, that's when I felt that I went through that transition. And when I went through that transition, it was, going back to school real quick, going back to some classes to get my license, and then, finding a brokerage, finding my flow and all this kind of stuff. And that was a lot. It was a lot. But, I knew that this is it, you know what I mean? Because, this is it, I have to kind of rebuild myself. So I think 2022 was a time of focus, and then it was a time of realization that, oh, okay, you know what I mean? And it was just a transformation type of year. But at the same time, I think 2023 is going to be a more time of, okay, all right, let's do this. So I'm excited. And so for 2023, like I said, with travel, I want to be able to do what I need to do with this new career. So therefore, I can really take advantage of what the Lord has blessed me with to be able to fulfill some of the passions that I have and the desires that I have in life, and to and like I said, those things. And I have a lot of ideas, I have a lot of thoughts and stuff, but I think that focusing more on my spirituality and focusing more on studying the Word, I can hear more from God. I can kind of have more of a better path in that direction, and also just really doing what I need, doing my part, and letting Him do the rest. So yeah, so that's where I'm at. And I just, hope that these videos will be I hope these videos will serve its purpose, which is to motivate, to be of a support, and to also hold myself accountable. And just to have people be real and authentic, and to, we're all here, we all get one life. We're all trying to do what we need to do and find that hope and that peace and that joy in life. And especially after the pandemic, I think a lot of us have, lost that. And, a lot of things are going on. And, I think people really seek that. I know I do. And I just want to create that circle of people where, that's our goal, to get that back. And so I just want to be a part of that. So, so again, I hope this has helped you, and I will see you next week for an update. And I think I'll start doing these video updates maybe like Sundays or Mondays. I'm not sure yet, but yeah. All right, then. Well, I will see you next week. And also, like I said, I'm also doing other videos with other things, so you possibly see me again this week. All right, see you later, family.